Chapter 145. Why don't you change your family name? Translator Atlas Studios, editor Atlas Studios. Chao Nian looked at him and suddenly asked, "Oh, right. You've told me that someone was looking for me to treat his illness. Is he from Beijing?" Wei Lu couldn't understand why she asked and replied without giving much thought. "Yup. What's the matter? Why were you reminded of this? Is he still looking for me?" That was what Chao Nian wanted to know. Wei Lu smiled and teased her. "Chao Nian, are you just trying to brag about how popular you are?" Chao Nian was confused. Wei Lu saw that she was indeed clueless and scolded himself for his stupidity. He said, "If they could cure their illness by relying on experts, they wouldn't have looked for you. Since they have finally found you, there's no way for them to give up so easily." The members of the Ye family were a determined bunch. "They have increased their offer, but since you didn't agree to it, I haven't said yes." He then leaned against his chair and spoke casually, but he was confident. If he wanted to protect someone's identity, even the Ye family wouldn't be able to figure it out. However, Chao Nian just raised her brows and said calmly, "I'll do it." Chao Nian continued, "I recall they were willing to do anything for me so long as it's not illegal." Wei Lu realized what she might want and asked, "What do you want them to do?" Could it be settling this matter? Damn, if the Yi family was involved, the Tang family was nothing. However, her reply was beyond his expectations. Even though she still looked casual, her eyes were serious. She said as she fiddled with her phone, "I want them to help me get some rare materials." Rare materials? Wei Lu was still confused. Chao Nian showed him her phone with details about the material she wanted and said, "I want this." The more she hung out with the kid, the more she wanted to heal his leg, and Uncle Chen as well. She had asked the Red Alliance to contact them, but they seemed uninterested. Other than increasing their price, they didn't give any firm answer. It wouldn't be great to drag things out. She didn't like to limit herself to one solution. She could just try another way to solve this issue. Chao Nian looked wild, just like a wolf. "If he can get it for me, I will heal him." Wei Lu looked at the rare material and smiled. Hey, buying rare materials from the black must be legal to her, right? Did her definition of illegal mean committing severe crimes? However, he still took a photo of the rare material. He nodded and said, "All right, I'll tell them. Thanks." Chao Nian felt happier as she thought about healing the kid's leg. He kept his phone and looked at her beautiful face. Reminding of something, he asked, "Chao Nian, since you have found your biological parents, why haven't you changed your name?" Didn't she feel weird bearing the Chao family name? Chao Nian couldn't understand how he managed to think of this question, but it didn't matter to her. She kept her phone and nonchalantly asked, "Even though I may share the same family name, am I still related to the Chao family?" Were all the people with similar surnames relatives? Would she be related to Chao Weiming because they shared the same family name? She was just too lazy to take on a new name because she was used to it already. Chao Weiming wasn't worthy enough for her to change her name as well. Wei Lu finally understood what she meant. Oh right, even though they shared the same family name, what did she have to do with the Chao family? No matter her name, she would always be Chao Nian to him. No longer curious, he said, "That's true." Since they were done, Chao Nian finished up her water. She checked the time. It was time for class. She picked up her things and said to him, "Thank you for helping out with the rare material. I have to leave."